which would implicate, which would suggest there was some inside help for the attack. But we don't have any confirmation of exactly how it was carried out.
All right, Barbara Pletasher, for now, thanks very much for the latest there from Jerusalem. Let's speak live to Jérôme Drevon, who is Senior Analyst on Jihad and Modern Conflict at the International Crisis Group. Welcome here to BBC News. When you heard this news that the political leader of Hamas had been targeted, how surprised were you?
I mean, in a way, it's not surprising. The Israeli leadership has killed most of the Hamas leaders since the creation of the group. So this followed another attack on the top Hezbollah commander yesterday, but also on the top military commander of Hamas a few weeks ago. So it's not that surprising, even though Ismail Haniyeh has not been targeted as such up to now.
He, of course, was the head of the political wing. There is a head of the military wing that Israel went after only a few weeks ago. Just describe for viewers watching, in terms of heading up that political wing, the sorts of decision-making that he would have been involved with.
I mean, basically, he was one of the external face of Hamas, of the Hamas political leadership. So he was developing the political positions abroad. He was nurturing ties with other countries, both allied with Western countries and not allied with Western countries, including Qatar, including Iran, including Turkey. So he was widely traveling in the region in order to present the Hamas's political phase and also play a role in the negotiation. So he didn't have directly a military role, which is very much limited to the Gaza Strip.
He was so critically involved, though, in those negotiations about a new hostage and ceasefire deal. What happens, do you think, there? Who is left to actually negotiate with?
I mean, Hamas is a relatively institutionalized group, so he's not the only leader. There is a collective leadership, and all decisions are usually taken collectively. So he has already been named by his replacement has been named. Khaled Meshal was the previous leader of Hamas. So Hamas has enough institutions to be able to continue the negotiations. The main question mark is what is the group is going to do right now? Are they going to pursue the negotiations? Are they going to pause them? Are they going to try to retaliate before continuing and resuming the negotiations? This is really where the question mark is.
And what's your instinct?
I think Hamas has an interest in potentially pausing the negotiations, which were not leading really anywhere because of the reluctance of the Israeli side to make concessions. But ultimately, the negotiations will have to resume and to continue. Hamas has lost many leaders before, as I mentioned earlier. This is not the first time, not the last time, and so negotiations can and will continue, but ultimately.
Jérôme, we have to leave it there, but thank you for taking time to speak to us here on the programme. Let's continue with this, because let's speak to Jasmine El Gamal, who's a political analyst and former